In April of 2011, I flew to Phoenix, Arizona, the one and only time I've been there, to help my sister Bridget load up a U-Haul and drive it across the country to Nashville, where she was starting a new job. I didn't get to see much of Phoenix. A little Mexican restaurant where I had my first torta ahogada, a little strip mall brew pub where I may have encouraged my friend John, who came out to meet up with me, to have a drink or two too many. But I'm not here to talk about what mistakes may have been made in Phoenix. I'm here to talk about Nashville. Upon arriving at Nashville, and after spending the waning hours of an afternoon unloading that U-Haul van into Bridget's new apartment, I dragged my sister, whose spice tolerance did not accurately represent the time she'd spent in the Southwest, to a spot called Bolton's to try something I'd only heard about and never experienced myself: Nashville hot chicken. Sure, nowadays every cow town has its own chicken shack offering their own take on Nashville hot, for better or worse. But back in 2011, it hadn't really spread past Nashville and its environs. The blow-up had begun. In 2007, Nashville Mayor Bill Purcell launched what would become the first annual Music City Hot Chicken Festival. But I didn't start seeing hot chicken spots pop up all over Chicagoland and everywhere else until about 10 years later. I've tried a few of them. Most don't really do justice to the original. As for that original, though, in 2011, when I first tried it, hot chicken was mostly served as leg thigh quarters or breast wing quarters. Some places may have had wings as well, but I don't think any of them sold hot chicken sandwiches. Hattie B's opened a year later in 2012, and I've done some digging, but I can't see that they had a sandwich on that opening day menu either. But I visited Nashville about 6 weeks ago and spent some time with Bridget and her boyfriend Brian, whose family are heavily involved with the Midtown Hattie B's location. And Brian just about has me convinced that Hattie B's was the first spot in Nashville to offer hot chicken as a sandwich. What I don't know is whether they invented the sandwich, or if the idea of the hot chicken sandwich fed back into Nashville from all those poor imitations of Nashville hot chicken everywhere else in the country. What I do know is that Hattie B's sandwich is terrific. So terrific that I brought some of their hot spice mix home with me to try and make my own version of it. I threw together a basic coleslaw, soaked some chicken thighs in a spicy marinade overnight before breading and frying them, and then mixed some of that Hattie B's spice mix into hot oil from the fryer and tossed the finished chicken pieces to coat them in that brilliant vermilion fat. Did I forget to add the comeback sauce that Hattie B's customers are so crazy about? Well, yeah, I did. But I'm not mad about it. This sandwich is amazing. Hattie B's hot spice mix hits my sweet spot. Enough of a chili kick that I feel it, that pain high of a dish that's good and hot. The clarity of thought that arises even as your nose runs and your eyes water up. I really, really like Nashville hot chicken when it's hot enough to make you gasp, then suddenly realize that gasping with something this spicy in the vicinity of your mouth was probably a bad idea. But not so hot that you can't eat the whole thing and then immediately want another.